I used a hairdryer, a brush, and a sponge to create this beautiful painting. Watch to see how. Hi everybody, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Soraya. Today I'm going to be showing you how I created this beautiful fluid pour. I started off by using a hair dryer to create the water, then a sponge for the sky, and then I embellished the whole thing with my brush. And I love the misty quality about it. It is so lovely. I've got up close images as well, so keep watching to the very end. So today I'm starting a 30-inch by 40-inch canvas, which is 76 centimeters by 101 centimeters. And my idea is to have landscape, water, and a dramatic sky. And I'll be doing it in stages. Very loose landscape, and then I'll blow the water and then work on it, the sky, with my sponge, just a regular kitchen sponge. So wish me luck. So I'd gotten the idea to do a landscape with a very dramatic sky, and I think it would have worked if I'd stuck with it, but I just decided to move on. So I thought I was recording when I was creating the sky, and of course it wasn't, and so I apologize that you don't see the whole of this. So I was going to pour some color to blow it out like I normally do, but I decided to use the brush, and I think that's where I made the mistake. It just wasn't right. There is a bit of a risk in pouring once you've already completed some of the painting, like I did with the sky. So you got to be careful with that, but I felt it was worth it. I was worried that I'd put a bit too much paint because I didn't want to go over the sky very much, but of course I needed to add some. It's always so exciting to see the beautiful colors and patterns that the hairdryer creates just by blowing it. Remember to keep the setting on your hairdryer at cool and keep it on low. I have talked to some people on Facebook groups and other places as well that want to try this technique, and my biggest advice would be don't go too small with your canvas. You need the room for this paint to blow over and go all over the place. Going too small is just going to frustrate you. I sing next. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. You've got a friend in me. Oh yeah, you've got a friend in me. Okay, and here it is from my side. I decided that I had to change things up. I wasn't loving what I was seeing when I was trying to paint that landscape. It just wasn't working. And so I thought I'd go back and try something a little bit more monochromatic like this, which I've done in the past, but this is on a smaller scale. And I just love all of this. So it'll take 2 or 3 days to dry, and then I will embellish it. And I think I might even add some color to the sky. I'll have to think about that while it's drying. Anyway, I'll see you back here in just 1 second. So I quickly wanted to show you the 4 colors that I used for the ocean. They are Amsterdam Titanium White, Amsterdam Acrylic Grayish Blue hue, Studio Pebeo Paints Gray, and Amsterdam Light Blue Sky. Sky Blue Light is what it is. As soon as I started embellishing, the first thing that popped out to me was this formation of a mountain, and it really was just part of the clouds that I had created, so I decided to enhance that. I wanted the trees to look far away, so they had to be very small. Also remember that the darker they are, the closer they'll appear, and the lighter they are, the further they'll appear. Here I'm showing you the Liquitex matte medium. It helps to make your paints translucent, so you can paint over other colors, but you can still see the color underneath. This is a good example of the matte medium at work. I put some red on and then gently rubbed it off, but you can still see the blue and then the red on top of that. It really creates a lot of depth and a new color. It's just slightly purple. I wanted this painting to be a lot more colorful than I've done in the past, so you could see that I'm using that matte medium to add those colors everywhere where I think that it's necessary. I do use a lot of shades of blue, and I find by using the orange hues, it really complements each other. I decided to bring those trees right to the end of that mountain. I think it made for a better composition. I really love using this T-square. It really helps to make that straight line go right across the canvas. Along with it being very colorful, I also wanted this painting to look like it was among the mist, that it was covered in fog. And that's what I was trying to create there. Each pour is so unique, and I have a lot of fun deciding where I'm going to embellish it. Because it looks like there are low-lying areas in this pour, I always like to create a lot of splashes to emphasize that point. A natural area to embellish is when there are blocks of color. You don't want a big, huge block of color. You want some interest, so that's a good starting point. I get so attached to my paintings, especially when I am in the process of embellishing, and sometimes I'm very sad when it's over because I want to keep going with it. But this area especially was one of my favorites. As I kept looking and working on this painting, there was something there that wasn't right for me, and I wasn't quite sure until I decided that that wave in the middle was making a block, and I decided to lop it off, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm using the T-square to create that line all the way across the horizon so that I can work on that. The more I kept working on it, the more I knew that I had made the right decision. It opened it up so much. I wanted that fog to look like it was coming off of the ocean and over the mountains and then over the trees. The more I worked in that area, the more I could see a rock right as part of that wave, so I decided to paint one. I am loving painting rocks, and because I'd already painted one, I just decided to go for it and paint some more. I'm using my kitchen sponge to finish off the sky. Okay, and here's the painting all done. I do love it. I'm so happy with it. And it's a lot more colorful than I normally use, a lot more colors. And that's because I wanted to do something with a bit more color. And I wanted to create something with a look of mist or fog, I guess. And I think that turned out great. I love the way those trees kind of look like they're surrounded by fog and mist. And I opened it up here, so this was part of the wave. I just felt that it was a bit of a block there, and this way it opened it up, and I think it works a lot better. And same with this rock here, that was part of this wave here, and I just decided to turn that into a rock. Here's some of the details. Love it. Love the way it turned out. And if you click on the link you see now, you'll see a lot more of my enhanced pours or embellishments. I have up-close images coming up, so keep watching. Check out my new Facebook group called SorayaSilvestriArtist, Amazing Abstracts, Semi-Abstracts and Pours. The link is in the description area below.